On a serious note, Michigan is a leader in unemployment among veterans. Local veteran who owns a company and is now hiring is here to help those who served our country connect the right way to get a job. And he has some open, too. The Job Shop's coming up right after this. We're talking about working for a living, and as we open up the Fox 2 Job Shop, there are about 700,000 veterans living in Michigan, and almost a third of them would love to be working for a living, but they're not. They're unemployed. Link Howard is here to help. He's the president and CEO of Powerlink Facilities Management based in Detroit. You hire hundreds of people every year for many, many different types of jobs. But you say that veterans are having a hard time because they don't really market themselves properly.
That's correct, Murray, and thank you for having me on the show. First of all, let me say thank you to all of our veterans for your service to your country.
Absolutely. And you are a veteran.
I am a veteran. I spent 4 years on active duty in the military. Then I spent the next 28 years working for the federal government with the military. Did a tour in Vietnam. So I'm sensitive to the plight that veterans go through. One of the things that veterans don't understand is how those knowledge, skills, and abilities they gain translate over into the civilian sector.
That is such an important factor. Let's write it up on the screen for you, because these are what you call the knowledge transfers. If you were in the military service, your knowledge can transfer to something outside. For example, knowledge transfers. A procurement officer. If you are a procurement officer in the military, that knowledge will transfer into?
It will transfer into any of the logistics, the supply fields. It really gives you a great amount of knowledge, skills, and abilities to perform those particular jobs.
So you could be a recruiter, you could go into sales, you could go into training as well?
Well, yes, if you're a recruiter, you certainly have the ability to know how to sell. And those are skills that, people in private industry train a lot for. So the knowledge, skills, and abilities you get in the military are tremendously valuable to you.
All right, here's another one. If you were worked as a medic, an EMT, in healthcare, healthcare is totally open right now. It is one of the fastest growing areas in the country.
It is, and emergency response people, even some of the work on hospital campuses are things that your job skills and abilities would translate to.
Classified material systems, if you did that kind of thing, that field is growing by leaps and bounds right now.
Information management is huge in the private sector, and especially if you've dealt with secret clearance, top secret clearance. If you were working in a nuclear program, civilian industries would certainly be looking for someone that has that type of skill.
All right, it's all about marketing yourself. You sent me a list of do's and don'ts for the vets. First of all, don't use military jargon.
Veterans need to learn the language of the employers and the type of work they want to do. Don't use acronyms that people don't understand. Do a little research, do your recon, and find out as much as you can about the positions you're looking for.
Don't say that you're a great order taker.
One of the things that are central to the military is our ability to follow instructions. Well, when you just say I'm a great order taker, people don't understand that you also have the ability to solve and resolve issues. Improvise, adapt, overcome. That's one of the creeds of the military. So oftentimes military people don't understand how valuable it is to relate that to being problem solvers.
Something you want to do is create your own intelligence. What's that?
Well, before you engage in anything in the military, we want to know what's out there. We want to know what the enemy's strength is. We want to know everything we can about what we're going to face. We need to put in the same research for the companies that we're trying to work for. Do your own intelligence briefing. Walk through an interview. Look at the questions that you believe you're going to be asking. Really do a good job preparing yourself to go to work for those organizations.
All right, I know that you hired 75 people in the past couple of months.
That's correct.
Right here in Detroit at Powerlink Facilities Management. You do have some jobs open right now: food service, healthcare.
Food service and healthcare, housekeepers. So we have a number of positions that are open, mainly in healthcare, schools, We're also coming up with some industrial positions that some people may be involved with.
All right, and we have a link to his site so that you can get right in there and apply for some of those positions at myfoxdetroit.com in the job shop. Link Howard, Powerlink, Facilities Management Detroit. Thanks so much for being here.
Thank you, Murray. It's been a pleasure to be here.
All right, I'll see you tonight, Fox 2 News, beginning at 5 o'clock.